By the way, I got a little breaking news from MGD. I want to see if I can find this here. This is very interesting. Let me see if I can find the tweet. Yeah, look at this. She sent a tweet that says, "Stop using SuperTips." Take a look at this. So you know that AI program that Patrick Melton has, where he puts like my daughter's face on there and he makes her say sexual things and shit like that. It's a fucking pig program. It's terrible, but he's a pig person and he's terrible, so you don't get too worked up about it. It does fit his brand, just scummy and lowbrow and not very creative or funny. MGD tweeted out, says, "Stop using SuperTips." Apparently, Melton and Moody's SuperTips program tried to access her was granted access to her Google account. Now, remember, this SuperTips program that they use, it keeps all your data and information. Also remember that Patrick Melton is currently being investigated for possibly illegally accessing my private information. So this is a guy who, by his own admission on his Discord, by his own admission on stream, and I have the evidence, has admitted that he's accessed my private information. This is a man who has no qualms about accessing your private information. So using that super tip system, I mean, look, I think you're playing Russian roulette with your information, but it's up to you. He's also a guy who's been vindictive in the past. When fans cross him, he has no problem throwing tantrums at him. You know, kind of runs things like a cult. Most insecure people do. But MGD got this notification that the Super Tip program was granted access to her Google account without her recognizing it, without her doing it. And she says, stop using Super Tip. So if you take a look at that, this is a tweet from, how long ago was this? An hour ago. Breaking an hour ago, the Super Tips program, unprovoked, didn't try to access, got access to MGD's Google account. Now, as someone who has had his Google account information accessed by Patrick Melton before without my authorization, I'll say this. I would warn people just like MGD is to stay the fuck away from that whole deal. If it were me, my opinion, I'd stay the fuck away from it. And if you don't, I think you kind of get what you deserve. You know? Yeah, I would say this, JH. If he doesn't want to be called that, he should probably wipe the internet of all the instances of him saying those kind of things, unfortunately. Wow. Wow. That is,